G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a DKS sniper rifle. This is a sniper rifle from Fallout 3 and also Fallout New Vegas. Do you remember Fallout New Vegas? What a game that was. This is not the first time we've seen the DKS. This is actually a redux of the original DKS mod, which was released by Lieutenant Commander originally back in 2016, which is a long time ago in terms of Fallout modding. They can do so much more with weapon mods these days. So the main difference is there is a couple of cosmetic changes which are subtle enough for me not to notice what they actually are. It's got munition support, tactical reload support, new animations, the sounds are different, and it's been rebalanced, and all of the uniques have been put in better, more contextually sensitive spots. So yeah, it's pretty much a full update, full overhaul of this mod. So let's see what it can do. Alright, attachments. Starting off with the receiver, we're going for an advanced receiver here because why wouldn't we go for the highest amount of damage we can? Calibrated powerful is an okay option, but you lose too much in that raw damage output to choose anything different. So advanced receiver gives us 226 damage, which is pretty good. The DPS is nice and high because this thing is semi-automatic, which might be our saving grace when it comes to using this thing against large packs of enemies. Next, we've got the barrels. You can have a stub barrel if you feel like it. Have a giant fireball on the end of the gun every time you fire. There's also options for a shorter barrel, standard, long, and this heavy barrel here. The difference here between the stats is minor, but the heavy barrel will have this wooden handguard there if you feel like having that sort of Cold War vibe about it. Let's go for a longer barrel there. I think that one looks a little bit better. Next, we've got the makeshift stock, which is standard. You can have a full stock, full wood, marksman stock, which makes it look like it was back in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. And there's also a recoil compensating, which fills in all of that extra space there. Makes it compensate for the recoil better. Maybe there's some springs happening back here to help stop the recoil from going directly into your shoulder. I'll back the marksman stock on this occasion, but there's reason to argue that a recoil compensating stock would be better just for far better, more accurate rapid follow-up shots because there's less recoil to deal with. But we'll back the one with less scope sway, and we'll move on to the magazines. You can have standard, medium, and large, and quick eject variants, which are covered in tape. I don't like that it's covered in tape, so we're not using the quick eject versions. It ruins the whole aesthetic of the rifle if I do that, so we'll move on to the sights. These makeshift sights are just a bunch of nails they stuck into a Picatinny rail up the top, which somehow lines up the sights perfectly, but don't worry about it. There's also options for a ring sight there, which looks better. Looks like it's actually made in a factory somewhere. And then there's ghost rings in this variant and that one, which are just white and green glowing sights. And now you can have reflex sights, which are the same from the vanilla game, which is good for VR because that means you can actually use it. Then you've got these chevron sights, which are Basker sights, but with a little chevron with the reticule. And if we scroll down, there's more tactical, modern looking things. And then you can get into the scopes this thing looks like it belongs with. So there's a medium scope, there's also a long scope here which gives you a different model, and there's night vision scopes and recon scopes to go along with it, and this cool holographic sight here from GekTech. That's cool, but we won't be using that one. We'll go for a standard looking approach here. But now we go over to the muzzles. You can have a bayonet on this thing if you feel like it. If you want to poke something. Funnily enough, it doesn't cost you any range, which I think is great. There's also options for compensators, muzzle brakes if you feel like the recoil is a little bit too strong. And if you get that classic looking feel out of this thing by putting that big muzzle brake on, there's also suppressors, light, heavy, and elite. And the elite suppressor will give me more damage thanks to Ace Operator and more damage in comparison to these other suppressors. So why wouldn't I? Game seems to think it's funny. I've also got a legendary effect provided by legendary modification. We'll skip over that one. And you can throw a laser sight on this thing. Green, pink, or presumably red. Where's that laser sight go? There it is. You can barely see it. I don't even think that's casting past the suppressor, but better hipfire accuracy, why not? It's subtle enough you won't even notice it in first person, which I think is cool, I guess. Next, you've got the configuration of it. We've got a stock configuration right now, but if you want to give it a little bit of that old school laser gun vibes from Fallout 1, then you can throw that on, which looks kind of cool. Oh, I'm tempted. I'm going to do it. And next, you can change the ammo that this thing chambers. So you can go standard game 308s, Nuka World 762s, which will reduce your damage by a fairly significant amount, or the munitions 12.7mm, which will give you less range, quite a bit of less range, but the damage will be much higher. So, you know, if you're in close quarters with a suppressor, you'll be able to capitalize on that and get yourself a whole lot of damage. Using multipliers, I think that'll work pretty well for us. We just got to make sure we get the rounds before we go into combat. But yeah, you can use this thing in multiple different rounds. Nice little bit of versatility there. And next we've got the materials, and this is just a little texture swapping thing. So you can have standard, carbon fiber, aquatic, midnight, winter, woodland, pink, alicious, urban, and that's it. Urban looks pretty cool too. These are very subtle. I honestly would like them to be a little bit brighter. Like bright white, black and white. Go Pies. The DKS sniper rifle is injected onto level list. You'll start finding it at level 22 on vendors, Brotherhood soldiers, Minutemen, Raider operators, Rust Devils, Raiders, and Gunner snipers. I think that's all of them, but yeah, you can find them in vendors too. Also, there's a unique that Cleo is carrying called My Good Old Rifle, which gives you 25% less action point cost, which is what, the quick draw legendary effect? Yep. Neat. I'll take that. And I'll probably take that other DKS as well. Where is Another unique is aboard the Pridwin. I'm here on the main deck. Map reference is here. It comes in after you kill Kellogg. You can't miss it. But if you've blown this place up, then you're shit out of luck. You'll never get this. So what you want to do is follow my lead. What you need to do is just go up here and go this way, just double back onto this weapons workbench. You'll find a crate next to it with Circle of Steel. Does more damage, lower your health is. Got the bloody legendary effects, some Brotherhood of Steel paint on it. Very nice. Yeah, you'd think this one would be where Proctor Engram is in the armory, but no, it's right here. So there you go. You can have it for free. It just spawns in your inventory, pick it up, and you don't have to pay anything for it. There is another unique that can be found within the castle's armory. You'll need to have old guns unlocked to access this part of the castle, but when you do, you'll just need to go into the armory and you'll find it somewhere stocked on the shelves. Kind of. It's sort of stuck in there, but this is the Rifle of Independence. 50% less action point cost, modified for automatic functionality, with 7.62 rounds in the chamber. And it's blue, it's a Minuteman rifle. You get the last idea. Unique can be found at Lake Koshidawait. Is that what it says? Is that what it means? Koshidawait? Yeah, well, anyways, you'll find it in this house here. You'll find it with a boat out the front you've got up here and this little umbrella thing. This is the house you want to go to. Not the one that's crashed into by a boat. This one. Simply go into the front door upstairs and you'll find this suitcase right here. And within, you'll find Chuck's Memento, which is the Gobi campaign Desert Sniper, the one that Boone shot his wife with. In Fallout New Vegas... Oh, never mind, I've already done that joke. Also included is this flavor text note. It reads, Marshall, I don't care where you were born, you serve this country with honor back in Gobi. I heard that Boston is turning into a police state. It's the same here. I know a guy who can hook me up with a place outside of Vegas, so I'm going off the grid for a little while. A while back, I managed to grab a pair of our old workhorses. I want you to have one. Thanks for always having my back. Stay safe out there, Chuck. Okay, so I'm guessing this thing's sister is out in New Vegas and would be the one that would have shot Carla with. Not my Carla, not Trash Can Carla. What's his name? Boone's Carla, which we don't really give a shit about. Okay, we're outside of Immersive Gunners Plaza now. Here is our DKS sniper rifle in first person, and check out the scope sway when I crouch, eliminated entirely. And in first person looks about as good as I remember, and your reload animation looks like that. In third person, it looks like the third person animations haven't been quite as updated because that is a rifle grip held there when it's got a pistol grip on it. So I guess when you put the pistol or the rifle grip stock on the wood one, it would work out a little bit better, but there's a little bit of a clipping there. If you're a stickler for those details, then that might be a little bit of a deal breaker. Take a look at the other one. So this one is reliable thing. I forget what it's called. The quick draw one. My good old reliable. I've got a reflex sight on this thing to cut down on its AP usage. Carbon fiber in the paint there, and it's got a quick eject reload animation. And is that a missing texture there? I saw a bit of purple. Nope, that's just shiny. And there's your reload in third person. Nice. Next, we've got Circle of Steel. It's a little bit the same. It's different though. I've got a recon scope on it, so I get better zoom in. It's only a short scope instead of a medium scope, so slightly better at long range. And this is the automatic version we found in the castle, called Rifle of Independence, Goldfish Brain. Anyways, check out this thing when it fires. There's barely any recoil, and if you notice, when it fires, it ejects pistol cartridges. Weird, huh? Is that the 12.7mm rounds that are ejecting, or is that just a bug? I'm not really sure, because I've got the 12.7mm in these things, no 308s at all, so that might be an intentional thing. Like firing Deagle bullets, I guess. And lastly, we've got Gobi Campaign Desert, Chuck's Memento. That's what it sounds like when it fires without a suppressor. I think it's my only one that's not suppressed, but for good reason, you understand. Anyway, so let us begin. We'll try that again. Okay, now we're ready. Let's begin. For reals this time. So far so good. We're doing a respectable amount of damage. I think our range is sort of stopping us from seeing this thing's full measure of damage. There's another Nemo rifle. I still haven't uninstalled that mod. That's how good it was. Anyways, so yeah, the recoil on this thing is... It's a lot. There's a little bit going on with the recoil. No, you don't. Get a gun foo streak going. And the ammo capacity allows you to actually fire a few times. 15 in a sniper rifle magazine ain't nothing, so that's pretty good. I think rapid follow-up shots we might struggle with this thing, because I noticed before if I try to do lots of rapid follow-ups against this person, for example, yeah, the recoil gets on top of you. You can see the traces launching way above where the crosshair is, similar to that of the combat rifle when you fire it too fast with a scope, which someone is right here. Well, we'll make short work of him with this thing. Even got a Grim Reaper sprint proc there for good measure. So this thing with the quick draw legendary effect and the reflex sight should lend itself really well just to getting big streaks of gun foo. So now we're auto-critting everything. Cheeky little level up there gives us our AP back. Yeah, semi-auto sniper rifles are the good ones, and whoop, we'll just pop up here. We'll keep this gun foo streak running until the AP runs out, which might never happen, apparently. We're just one-shotting everything now. Yeah, that's the power of the quick draw legendary effect when it comes to using stuff like VAFs and gun foo and everything. Whoop, with that one. Okay, I didn't expect to go that well with it, but yeah, gun foo, oh, it's good. Anyways, let's use our Brotherhood of Steel rifle. Nice. Cool. There's the Invisible Man. Let's see if I can...
Stop right there.
Perfect. And now that he's like this, we'll find his head, maybe. And turn him into robe giblets, little bits and pieces. Did that gunner walk out of the wall? Also, your helmet too big for your head. Maybe it's the hair that's making the helmet a lot bigger. Okay, what else we got? Ah, yes, our automatic version. Yeah, as you'd expect, this thing kind of just crushes everything you point it at. Your biggest limitation will be your rounds, your ammo capacity, because you get through them very quickly. Honestly, getting Browning automatic rifle vibes out of this thing. If you could have like a drum mag on this thing, if it like spawned in with one of those, maybe it'd be a little bit too good at that point, but still. Yeah, I just took an RPG to the knee. You saw that. Skyrim guards can't deal with arrows. I've taken entire RPGs. I'm actually interested to see how this thing goes in a full sort of a stealth commando role. But yeah, for a weapon that spawns at level 22, we've really pushed it to limits there. And this is winter, by the way. We've got Vitor Wardrobe 10 dress and then some arm leggings and gloves happening. And the goth boots again works well with winter. And also a Collingwood scarf. Do you know why? I do. Okay, cool. For once, one hasn't spawned with any company, which is good news for me, because I'm going to stealth commando him. Now, how is our AP usage when it comes to using this thing? 3-round burst for all of that, not too bad. just under a magazine. If we add criticals in the mix to really drive the point home, I feel like he's not going to have a good day. All of the criticals, use them all. And now we're in danger. That was pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can get him knocked down. Perfect. As he comes tumbling towards me, pirouetting like a figure skater, like a ballerina. And you gotta keep doing that because I can just keep holding him down forever. Maybe some VAFs crits to really upset him. Just add insult to injury. Maybe we'll go over to quick draw one and see if I can just nail a bunch of... Oh, nope, he's already dead. I kind of wanted some of those crits back. I may have gone a little bit over the top, but yeah, that was pretty good. I want to get a true stealth commando kill. So we'll go to the Wendigo next, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into with this. This is by far the best thing I've ever had winter wear. It works. It's so good. Anyways, enough patting myself on the back. Let's begin by shooting some of these little bastards. We might be able to nail some of these guys in a bit of a gun-through streak. No way. Our range doesn't quite allow it to be that good. Oh, we got a proc there from the, what's it called? Oh, okay, Mysterious Stranger. Whatever, that's fine. But yes, Grim Reaper's Sprint is the perk I was looking for, which worked pretty well. And now he's aggroed to the dude. Hang on, I'll just go in third person and see if we can... Anyone just see a bug fly past, or am I losing it? I don't know what the problem Wendigo had with the Mysterious Stranger, but he got a full magazine in, a full cylinder in, and he wasn't able to do anything about it. Just kept missing. Okay. Well, it wasn't true stealth commander, but I think you get the idea. A couple of double taps just to be sure. Okay. I haven't used the Gobi campaign rifle yet, so I should probably use it before it gathers more dust or something. Okay, let's do a little bit of sniping from back here. What is that? Is that a power armor man? Is that an Enclave operative? What the hell's going on? Oh, okay. I've got no idea where these guys come from, but those Enclave sons of bitches are going down. Well, that one was... Okay. I don't know where these guys are coming from. I haven't installed any Enclave mods at all. They're just there. I'm gonna have to check out what that one was, and someone's firing a laser gun. I'll just make it quick for you. And ooh, I'm gonna take out that mutant right there. Nice. Did an okay amount of damage to Mr. Stick Wearing. Wow, I killed him? 1,000 damage did the job? Huh. Anyway, there's more raiders over there. That one's got a big missile launcher. Don't want him to use that against me. You can only take so many missile launches to the knee before you sprain a ligament or something. Let's keep this gun-through thing going. Nice. And just in time. Okay, well this has been way more effective than I thought, because normally, I mean, 1,000 damage is a lot, but I wouldn't expect it to do in a Super Mutant Warlord like that. Usually they're a bit stronger, like major bullet sponge tankiness. There was nothing. Perfect. We're in danger though, so they're gonna come sprinting at us. Where's Mr. Minigun Man up there? It's a cheeky little knockdown up there. And we're still able to get him for a decent amount of damage. Who's he screaming at? Who's he? Was it me? He wasn't running at me. I think this rock breaks their pathing because they're taking the scenic route today. And after all that, he didn't reach me. Look, I gave him a sporting chance there. Ah, more miniguns. You can pick them out from anywhere because of that. That's unfortunate screen shake. Who keeps throwing those? It's annoying. Quit it. Okay, let's lock in here. Nice. Great. Yeah, 1,000 damage didn't quite finish him. It must have been slightly damaged or have a slightly different armor rating than the one that I shot before, but still, pretty good. Don't think that one connected with the head. Doesn't matter. I do quite like the sound of this thing unsuppressed, I will say. And in close quarters, you can still do pretty well. This sniper rifle does everything well. I could use the 7.62 rounds to extend the range out by a little bit, but I think the easy choice here is just to use the 12.7 mils because, well, here comes another bloody grenade. Nope. Never actually threw it in time. I think we've got, what, the mutant hound pen left and whatever dude's guarding it. Goodbye. And, or is it a centaur today? Already dead. Okay, that's fine. Now, on to second swan. This guy's called Gerald, remember? And he might have a bunch of friends, but we'll hit him up in the face and see what we can do. Just chip away at his health until he drops dead. He does a bunch of cartwheels like that. Full breakdancing moves here. The easy choice here is to go over to this one and just start lighting these guys up. We're still getting sneak criticals after all this. Just need a good Grim Reaper sprint proc right now. I'll take the Mysterious Stranger again. He might do a little bit of damage for me. Okay, the plan didn't work, and you don't throw rocks, do ya? So as soon as I break your pathing, W for me. You know, I was coming into this expecting it to be of middling damage, but no, this is doing well. This is like almost endgame potential right here. Yeah, nah. If I see a gigantic mutant like that charging at me, I'm not standing around to take whatever he's got in store for me. Excuse me, could you, yes, thank you. Okay, I think what we can do here is manipulate him a little bit just to get back into caution. We'll have, a little bit extra damage thanks to... Ooh, nice. The suppressor on this occasion. And if we can capitalize on that, we might be able to do pretty well with it. Weirdly enough, I'm only hitting for about 100 more than I was before. This range drop-off is pretty huge, but it's worth the extra damage. Spoken about that quite enough. And wow. I'm completely screwing over his pathing. Oh! He's up there now. And someone did 9 damage to make him mutate, apparently. I think he's aggroed the raiders down there. What? Okay, I need to get up on the top of the trailer so I can get a good sniping spot. Ooh. There we go. Hell yeah. You don't even have to try. As long as you get the magazine for rapid follow-up shots, you're in good hands. And there's another one down there. Are they aggroed to the swan? I think they kind of are. Sort of turret down there. Nice of him to stand there and take those shots. Now, are you going to be aggroed? We might actually help him out by ragdolling him off the bridge completely. So we'll do him a favor here. Oh, we're getting closer. One more punt and he'll be back on the ground. Wait for it, and now. Come this way, yes! Now, what is he going to do there? Does his pathing allow him to get down? Surprisingly, yes. Okay, let's finish this now. This ends today. Okay, that was kind of a little bit of a silly mess around, but we got the job done in the end. So that there was a DKS sniper. It's a little bit of a sleeper. I didn't expect it to be hitting this hard, but it did a really good job. This thing works as a sniper, a close quarters battle rifle, an automatic battle rifle if you've got it spec'd like this. I mean, you could put a scope on it as well, and the recoil probably won't bother you all that much either. So, yeah, unexpectedly versatile, really fun to use, and lots of customization. They've really done a good job with this. But if you want to see this weapon in your game, check out the link in the description. It'll be down there. Highly recommend it. There should be an Xbox port of this as well. If not, you could always get the original version, but it's nowhere near as good as the version that I've just used in this video. So I'll be checking out the things, and I'll link the description if it's there. And hopefully Diacudo sees fit to put it there if it's not there by the time of this recording. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Go Pies. We'll see you next time.